Good morning, good evening, whatever. Hi everyone. It's in the middle of the night here. I suddenly thought I'd do a video blog of my day yesterday. I don't know how we do these things really, because if we've had a nice day, well then isn't that great? We can rejoice with somebody else. And if we've had a bad day, well, do we really want to rejoice or commiserate? That's it, isn't it? Well, it's a really funny day at this precise moment because Kez is asleep in bed. When is Kez ever asleep at night? We live American time here. And I normally go to sleep between just before midnight and 3 o'clock, sometimes 4 o'clock, and she stays awake till 8 o'clock, and then she goes to bed in the morning. Anyway, this morning I normally do my emails and whatnot. This morning couldn't, as I had an appointment. I am so glad I did this. I filmed it. I have already done this, I'd have you know. And I am so glad we do not have, or I hadn't done it on this instant upload business. Because I could be had up for slander. I mean, you know the way I talk. Well, I've just gone into intimate detail about me and the electric board, and I suddenly realised maybe I should not be doing this. I don't know. Anyway, I have a discrepancy with my electric board, and they had sent out this really charming young man to talk to me, and it was upsetting. Oh, I was fine when he was here, didn't get upset. I really felt for him really, because he's what they call, or one of his jobs is called a bailiff, and they go about to see whether you have any means of paying debts, and he goes about recovering people's cars, people who haven't paid their money, and oh dear me. And I really felt for him. I mean, what a job. And this poor guy, he'd already tried to come on Monday, and our Molly had nearly eaten him. I mean, you look at them both behind now, you know, quiet as lambs, wouldn't say a boo to a goose. Anyone who comes to the door, Molly would be through that window given half a chance. Anyway, he'd already come at the beginning of the week, and so then decided he'd make an appointment. And he came today, and he's so used to dealing with people who have got the money to pay but just choose not to. And here he was, brought into me this whatever you want to describe me as, sitting in my bed with this silly machine beside me, You see, that's the reason I have to have the electric. It's because of the machine. With a room that has no carpet, is in a state of disrepair, with a computer beside her, which I suppose in one sense says that what you can afford to run a computer. Well, no, you know what it's like. At one point in time, in a distant past, I could afford to buy a computer because I could afford to get it on credit. But what would I be without my computer? Oh, the very thought of being without my computer. What would I be without my friends? What would I be without it, in the sense that I can do my shopping? I just sit in bed and I just think, do I want this? Do I want dog food? Do I want bread? Do I want... all at a click of a button. Oh, my cat's about to go out. So there, this guy comes in. We had a good visit. He filled in all the necessary forms that he had to fill in. And he told me not to worry. And all my other debts just to basically ignore, because the most important ones are the telephone and the electric. And then he went. And I'd been fine, hadn't I? Absolutely fine. I'd been encouraging, I'd tried to get him out of the job that he was in, because I think it's a lousy job. And as soon as he went, I burst out crying. And I couldn't stop. Poor Kerry was trying her best to make me stop. Well, not to make me stop, she was understanding, because she was that way too. But she does her crying in private. Because it was shameful. And yet what am I doing now? I'm sat telling you all that I had this guy in. And yet it was shameful. But why? Why was it so shameful? It was hurtful. Yes, it was upsetting that I had to discuss all my finances and the fact that I might not eat as well as everybody else, contrary to appearances. Yes, it was hurtful. But my sister put a finger on it later on. And she phoned up and we were having a natter, and it's an invasion. It's an invasion. Somebody comes into your home and wants to know how much you spend on food and how much you owe, and what do you do with your life? And you have to admit, well, what do I do? I eat very poorly, I pay my bills, and I lie in bed, or I sit in bed and I use the computer. So yes, it was a bad day. So then Kez went downtown and did a bit of shopping, came back, and we both had, for once we had a proper meal actually. And then I went to sleep. That was me done. So instead of sleeping during the night and whatnot, I ended up sleeping from, what time would it be? From about 3 o'clock until 11. Goodness me, all that time. And now I've woken up, in case, to my knowledge, is not in the front room. There is not a sound coming from it. The animals are wandering left, right and centre, which I think she obviously is planning on getting up again because the lights are still on. And then this poor cat, which I've opened the window for it. I managed to open the window because we now let it out at night. It wants some food, and I can't reach the food to feed it. Now, should I really shout her to feed a cat? I have tried to shout her a couple of times, but there was no answer. So she's obviously sound asleep, and she needs her sleep, you know. All the friends will be missing her. She normally natters with her friends all night. Do you think we could sit down, please? Molly Wally Doodle. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Go away, please, go away. Oh. Excuse me while we just have a couple. Go on, off you go, Pat. Yeah, I meant you to go. So that's been my day. So that's my blog. I now know what blogs are for. Blogs are for when you say I've had a hell of a day, or I've had a wonderful day. And all the other stuff is for when I'm actually feeling okay, before any of you worry about me. Bit tearful. But as you all know, I get tearful, don't I? And the day after comes and I'm alright. You know, I'm planning on doing another couple of videos. Oh dear. Did you see any reflections in my glasses then? The gritters are out. That means we're expecting bad weather. I'm just throwing it down. Somebody did mention snow, how on earth the rain is going to turn into snow, but I suppose it will do. Right, so that's me out. You'll probably hear from me again in a minute or two. Well, more than a minute or two. Just to say that even I have bad days too. But hey, as I've just been talking with Jules about one word, whatever. And how it can mean different things to different folk. If I can stand or sit before my Lord, my God, and stand for the truth, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that some of us are, you know, can cope better than others. As long as we cope. So, whatever, my friends, whatever. So that's Jessica with her clicky bar, saying I will see you next time. In about a couple of hours. Bye. God bless you.